Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we continue reading from the Bhagavad-Gita as it is. You can give him one Bhagavad-Gita also. This is from the 15th chapter. We continue. Purushottam Yoga, as this is the month of Purushottam. The Yoga of the Supreme Person. Text number 8. Right? Text number 8. You did 7 twice? 3 times? Yeah, it's a nice verse. So we will connect that also from what we have today. Sariram, the body, yat as avapnoti, gets, yat as cha api, also, utkramati, gives up, Isvara, the Lord of the body, grihitva, taking, etani, all this, sangyati, goes away. You need the Bhagavad-Gita? Yes? You need one? Give Mataji a Bhagavad-Gita. You have a few more, right? Vayu, the air. Gandhan, smells. Iva, like. Ashayat, from their source. Sariram yad abapnoti, yat chapi utra kamatisvara, grihit vaitani samyati, vayur gandan ivashaya. Sariram yad avapnoti, yat chapi utkramatis para, grihit vaitani samyati, vayur gandhang ivashayat. Sariram yad avapnoti, yat chapi utkramatis para, grihit vaitani samyati, vayur gandang ivasayat. Okay, translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The living entity in the material world carries his different conceptions of life from one body to another, as the air carries aromas. Thus, he takes one kind of body and again quits it to take another. Everybody please repeat. The living entity in the material world carries his different conceptions of life from one body to another, as the air carries aromas. Thus, he takes one kind of body and again quits it to take another. Purport. Here the living entity is described as Isvara, the controller of his own body. If he likes, he can change his body to a higher grade. And if he likes, he can move to a lower class. Minute independence is there. The change his body undergoes depends upon him. At the time of death, the consciousness he has created will carry him on to the next type of body. If he has made his consciousness like that of a cat or dog, he is sure to change to a cat's or dog's body. And if he has fixed his consciousness on godly qualities, he will change into the form of a demigod. And if he is in Krishna consciousness, he will be transferred to Krishna Loka in the spiritual world and will associate with Krishna. It is a false claim that after the annihilation of this body, everything is finished. The individual soul is transmigrating from one body to another. And his present body and present activities are the background of his next body. One gets a different body according to karma, and he has to quit this body in due course. It is stated here that the subtle body, which carries the conception of the next body, develops another body in the next life. This process of transmigrating from one body to another and struggling while in the body is called karshati, or struggle for existence. Omagyanantimirandasya gyanangyana shalakaya chakshurunmilitam jena tasmai shri gurave namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalang Shri Gurung Vaisnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatan Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sarvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaniswari Visabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Sariram yad abapnoti yachapi utkramatishvara grihitvaitani samyati vayur gandhang ivashayat. Again, the translation. The living entity in the material world carries his different conceptions of life from one body to another, as the air carries aromas. Thus, he takes one kind of body and again quits it to take another. It's a very nice analogy Prabhupada's translating here from the Bhagavad-Gita. Yes, Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna about the journey of the living entity, in which he is traveling to different species of life in the material world, going up, going down, staying in the middle, then going down, then going up, and going round and round and round, but ultimately ends up again in the middle planetary systems. Whether they go up, they come down again, and when they come down, they go up. Up to this what we called Mrityuloka, the place of death. But ultimately, the whole material universe, the whole material world, is Mrityuloka, place of death. So as we travel from different species of life, the only elements that keeps intact, that transfers to another form of body in different species of life, is the mind, intelligence, and ego. Can we turn this down a little bit? I think it's a little too fast. I'm becoming air conscious. There we go. Thank you. Yes, the transmigration of the soul from one species of life, being embodied into a different form, birth after birth. We have the mind is there, the same ego and the same intelligence. It's only the gross body that changes and takes shapes. So ultimately, how the body takes form is because of these three subtle elements, material, subtle form. Specifically through the mind. The mind takes that, the agent. This is the main factor of the material elements, that where the soul takes a form, the material form, is the ego. But the main factor is the mind. The mind is the one who gives the shape. So Lord Krishna here gave a very nice analogy, in which the conceptions of life that we take towards the next, taking a different form, either we'll take a spiritual form, it'll be the same. We'll have the mind, intelligence, and ego will be there, but they become all purified and transforms into pure goodness. But if it's in the mode of ignorance, then we'll take lower species of life. And if the mind is purified up to a certain stage, like in the mode of goodness, or intelligence is like that, and also the ego, both three of them are in the mode of goodness, then we take birth as a demigod. And the transformations of the body takes, the kind of body that we take is being under the influence of these modes of nature, and it embodies into the mind, intelligence, and ego. It carries to the next body. Carries to the next body. And the analogy that was given here by Lord Krishna is just like the air. The air is, in its original form, is pure. But then, when some kind of smell pass by, then the air carries that also. It is not that the air has the smell. It is the smell that passed by through the air that the air turns to have the smell. It's like if you go to Loy Bazaar, there is a certain section, or even if you go here, and the side, this small road that we have here, or practically in every corner, not just here, every corner. And that's why some devotees, I know some devotees, they don't like coming to Vrindavan because of that smell. There is some kind of not so aromatic smell, because the government didn't make a proper planning, and the waste, the waterways and everything is like exposed, and it's like Vrindavan in its original form is pure, but we made it impure. So if you go to certain places, there's certain smell where you don't want to pass by there. You just like, you want to avoid going to that place. It is not that the air is bad. It's just like because some elements made the smell of the air you want to avoid. You don't want to go. In some places though, it's like if you go to a shopping mall, they have like a nice smell. You go enter into like a department store, let's say, that sells ladies' garments, commodities. The smell is different. It's like very attractive. It's attracting you because they put some fragrance into their air conditioner or whatever. So that fragrance makes the air smells good and attractive. But in its original form, the air is neutral. It's neutral. Well, let's say you lit an incense. It's like usually when we travel, I remember when we go book distribution, sometimes we have to stay in public places like hotels also. There is no other place to stay. So we want to get rid of the smell, so you lit up some incense. So the analogy that was given here is like this: the air carries the aromas. So similarly, the living entities, when they go and to a different body, transmigrates, either to in elevated form or lower form, species of life like cats and dogs, or cats and dogs' body. So the change of the body is there, but the same elements, this mind, intelligence, and ego, still remains the same. It's because of the modes that we acquired that we change the body. So it says here that the individual soul is transmigrating from one body to another, and his present body and present activities are the background of his next body. So that means it is up to us to make it a better form or a lesser form. It's up to the individual's choice. It depends on us. The change of our body undergoes depends on us. That whatever consciousness we created or whatever we're doing, these activities that we do day after day after day, we're forming our next life. That actually we remember also some of these activities. It's natural. It's not by intuition. Prabhupada gave an example, just like puppies. They just came out of the womb of the mother, and the puppy's eyes are still closed. The puppies immediately they will look for something to eat, and they will search for the mother's nipples, the breast, because that's where they're gonna suck the milk from. So similarly, some of this we can still remember because we are also cognizant, certain degree. It's like Lord Krishna is all cognizant, He's all knowing. So we also remember certain, up to a certain degree. It's not by intuition. As Krishna is fully independent, so we also independent, minute independent. We have this independence, but not as unlimited or without restrictions like Krishna. Because from the previous verse is Mamai Vamso Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Our parts, fragmental parts and parcels, fragments. As Prabhupada gives, it's like, like some gold, a piece of gold is the same as the quality as you'll find in the gold mine. Small piece of gold has the same quality as the gold mine that you will find. But quantitatively is very limited, very small. So similarly, the living entities, in its original state, we are Krishna conscious, but coming in contact again with the material energy, we created certain consciousness. In its original form, we are purely Krishna conscious. But then coming in contact with the material energy, we become contaminated by the modes of material nature. We want to become master, but it cannot be. We will always be servants. As soon as we misuse, I was looking, what is the meaning of misuse in the dictionary? It says abuse. Misuse, abuse. What does abuse means? Abuse means you're overdoing it. You're putting so much effort into it which you're not entitled into. You want to do more which beyond your capacity, and therefore you misuse it. You cannot exert more than what you can perform. There's a certain limit. It's limited. But you want to go beyond that boundary, and therefore, as Prabhupada says, as soon as one misuses one's independence means fallen down. Fallen down. That means misuse of independence means fallen. And this will happen again and again and again. And what is that misuse of independence? To try to become the master. To try to become the master. As soon as the ego says, yes, you are the master, then that means you're gonna go down. You're going down. You're not in your original state. That means you're in the conditioned state. As soon as you misuse the independence, means fallen, and fallen means this is conditioned state. As long as we have the material body, that means we are conditioned by the modes of material nature. So, Shastra says we have to prepare our life in such a way to become perfect. The purpose of human form of life is for purification. The cats and dogs, not possible. Because Prabhupada says the dog thinks he is a dog. And he was asked, how do you know? Well, for us, we're a human form of life and we're thinking we are this body. We're already in the human form of life and we're still thinking, I am such and such person. I live in this country. I live in this city. I live in this village or town. And I am this, and this is my wife, and this, I, me, and mine. So, the dogs or the lower species of life, they also think like this. Rawr, rawr. They will bark. Rawr, why are you coming to my property? This is my abode. You don't come here. Huh?
They have dogs are having an area like it.
Yes. Yeah.
Dogs can enter into their.
Yeah, you know, as soon as I've seen it when I go, like when I go walking, like going to Yamuna. If there is one dog passes by here, they're all gonna be the whole bunch of them. They will tell us, don't come here. You're not supposed to be here. They're doing that. Human form of life is doing that also. As Prabhupada would say, if you go to another country, the immigration, who are you? What is your purpose? How long are you gonna stay? Are you sure you're not gonna do some collecting of donation here? Like if you go to America and they know you're Hare Krishnas, everybody. We sleep, we mate, we defend, we eat. Every living beings are doing this also. So, we have to prepare our life, act in such a way that if we are acting, as Prabhupada says in the purport, if we act in such a way to prepare ourselves to become perfect, then guaranteed that there is a big chance that your next life will become perfect. But if you don't prepare for it, how do you expect to have a perfect life next life? And then Prabhupada gave an example. It's like an exam. You know, a student. I remember that in our school days. We have to cram. We have to cram, like even the last moment, you have to scratch your, how to memorize all of this even while going to the school, Keep reading. And then when you sit on the exam table, you're prepared. Let's see who will give their test paper, first. Now, if you don't prepare, and you just, Prabhupada says, if you don't prepare and you just sit down on the exam table, don't expect yourself to pass. It is not possible. Of course, Nitya Siddhas like Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. They don't prepare in school. They read scriptures, and when they don't study these books, academics. No, but they pass. But we're not like that. These are Nitya Siddhas, eternally liberated souls. But for conditioned souls like us, we have to prepare for our next life. Now, if you're not preparing for your next life, how can you expect to have a better life? It is not possible. Is it possible? Even by chance? No. That's why in preparing for our next life, we need to take guidance. From time to time, the Supreme Lord will come to remind us, to teach us. Yada yada hi dharmasya glani bhavati bharata. He will come, or He will send His bona fide spiritual master, the devotee or spiritual masters, to teach us, or the saintly personalities, the sadhus, to tell us, to remind us that yes, you have to shape up. That's why there is this song by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Jeev Jago, Gora Chandra Bole, Kota Nidra Jao Maya, Pisa Chira Kole. Wake up, sleeping soul. You're sleeping in the witch called Maya, on the lap of the witch called Maya. And the conditioned soul is like this. We like sleeping in the lap of the witch called Maya. We are in illusion and we enjoy material energy. So-called enjoyment is there, but very flickering, it's few moments. Few moments of enjoyment materially is like eternal suffering. Because you wanted to be happy, but then you want to enjoy, and you want to enjoy the material energy. So you're like trying to catch something which cannot be satisfying. So a little bit of enjoyment, suffering, more suffering, try to enjoy more. So where does it end? It will only be, there's an end when we dovetail all of our activities, especially our consciousness, into devotional service. When we saturate our identification with this body as being the servant of the Supreme Lord. And the body, as we were talking about that in the Srimad Bhagavatam, the body means, or Atma, Atma means the body, the mind, and the self, the soul itself. So the individual soul is transmigrating, and Krishna consciousness is the only thing that can stop. You can stop this. The more we struggle hard materially, the more we suffer. Spiritually, we also have to struggle. This is what Prabhupada says here. The process of transmigrating from one body to another and struggling while in the body is called karshati, or struggle for existence. And one disciple of his asked him, Prabhupada, one wants to become Krishna conscious, or Krishna consciousness is also struggle for existence? And Prabhupada says, yes. Both has to struggle. We have to struggle also, but the struggle that we do, there is an eternal benefit. That even though we may not be able to 100% complete the process in this lifetime, there is an eternal benefit. It doesn't get lost. Unlike the material struggle, there is no benefit. One has to take birth again and again. And what benefit they will have? Nothing. They will just have to suffer repeated birth, death, old age, and disease. But for a sadhaka, even for a neophyte devotee, the struggle that they face becoming Krishna consciousness, eventually it'll come to the point that it'll be susukam kartaham abhyayam, just enjoying. In the beginning, sadhana bhakti is very difficult. But then later on, it becomes raganuga. It becomes spontaneous. There is no struggle in that one. The only struggle is how they can please Krishna more and more and more. How they can please the spiritual master or the devotees more and more and more. But in the process, just like in the beginning, the sadhana bhakti, we struggle to get up. Now we feel guilty if we don't get up. Do you feel like that? Huh? If you don't come on time for Mangalartik, you feel bad, is it? But others, for them, it's okay. I'll get up later on, prasadam time, right? But for some, they feel bad. I feel bad. But my mind says, oh, no. You can miss it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But no, we know what is right and what is wrong. So we have to beat the mind. We have to beat the mind. The intelligence has to be sharp. The ego should always think that I am a servant. I am a servant of Krishna. The more we become advanced in Krishna consciousness, the more we become humble. And the more being humble means your mind is not the master anymore. That means you understand that, hey, mind, I don't listen to you anymore. You have to listen to me. You have to beat this mind. You have to beat the mind by sharp intelligence. And the sharp intelligence, higher than the intelligence, is the ego. The ego. We always in the mood that we are servants. Nityo nityanam chetanas chetananam eko bahunam yo vidadati kaman. Amongst the unlimited living beings, there is one supreme living being who maintains everybody. He is the supreme individual soul, and he doesn't have to change his body, because his body is the same as the person inside. But for us, the person inside and our present body is not the same. We have spiritual form. We have spiritual form. And the more we practice devotional service, bhakti-yoga, then the more that spiritual form becomes uncovered. And Prabhupada says that even in this lifetime, if you practice Krishna consciousness 24 hours a day without any interruption, your body is not any more material. You don't have this material body. But then one may say, well, devotees also get old. Devotees also get, toothache. Devotees also get gray hair or falling hair. So how is that? No. Because the spirit is there. Because we use this body only for the service of Krishna. Then next life, because it becomes like fire. As Prabhupada gave an example, if If you have an iron and you put into the fire, now the iron looks like iron, right? But it's not iron anymore, because if you touch that iron which is on the fire, you touch it with something, it will burn. So if we somehow or other, by the mercy of Guru and Krishna, we purify this body, then we'll become also instrumental to purify others. We become purified in such a way that according to our purification, we help also others alleviate their sufferings. If you are suffering, how can you help others who are suffering also? It's not possible. So the more we practice, as we mentioned earlier, we prepare to the best of our ability to be pure in this lifetime. More likely, hope against hope. As Krishna says, I carry what they lack, and I preserve what they have. That even, let's say, there's a little bit of shortcomings on our side, but the endeavor and the struggle that we are trying to become Krishna conscious, Krishna will complete it. Even there is not much, even there's a little bit of lacking at the end of our life. The intentions and the desire of the devotees is to be with Krishna. So if you want to be with Krishna, therefore you have to always serve Krishna, because we cannot be with Krishna and at the same level of Krishna. It's not possible to be with Krishna, and of course that is a very high, because when one becomes purified, it's like it says that Krita Punya Punja, these cowherd boyfriends of Lord Krishna, they accumulate so much pious credits from the past that somehow they have this opportunity to play with Krishna, to wrestle with Krishna, to fight with Krishna, and even sometimes jump on the shoulder of Lord Krishna. But they will never think that they are superior than Krishna. They will always thinking of how to serve Krishna, how to please Krishna, like the Brijabasis. They never think that, oh, of course, out of Yoga Maya, Mother Yasoda will think that, yes, I need to protect my son. I am her mother, or his mother. I am his mother. Therefore, I need to protect. I have to say some mantras for him. I have to pray to Narayan to protect my son. This is Yoga Maya. But nonetheless, she doesn't know that actually Krishna is the ultimate protector. So that day will come when day after day after day, we will always be reminded of, especially this, we read the Bhagavad-Gita from the Shastras, from Krishna himself, from time to time. He will come directly from the sadhus and from our spiritual master. So many facilities we have to get out of this cycle of repeated birth and death. But unfortunately, we give chance to others as much as possible, but they don't want to embrace this process, and that is their misfortune. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that is their misfortune. If one doesn't take Krishna consciousness and they're being given to them, that is their misfortune, because that will be the cause of their suffering again and again in this material world. So the process, this Krishna consciousness is a top secret. It's top secret. But it is wide open. It's free for everyone. This is, there's a chapter here, the most confidential knowledge. Why is it confidential? Because you cannot understand this if you are envious. You cannot understand this if you have that mentality of being master. It is not possible. So fortunate we are, somehow we're given a chance. And we should embrace this with great determination, with great with love. This is the most important factor. For everything that we do, there should be love. In the beginning, it may be mechanical, but the more we progress, it's not that, we come for Mangal Artik because, yes, I have to do. First, it is like a duty, but then later on, it becomes love. You want to see Krishna first thing in the morning so that your whole day, you'll be able to dedicate yourself in Krishna's service. How wonderful it is. How wonderful is our life. It's amazing. Right from you wake up till you take rest. It's like, and if you don't treasure this, we may lose it. Whose fault is that gonna be? I'm so happy that I'm doing this every day. But for others, there may be a struggle. And the struggle is there, fine, but then you just keep going. Eventually, you'll be able to relish this. Okay, I'll stop here. Any question? Gopal. Haribo. Yes. Give the mic first. Karbajan is always give here. You save the best in the last, right? Turn it on. Is it on? Okay. I don't hear that much. Is it on? Okay. Speak louder though. Speak louder. Speak like this. Okay, Hare Krishna. I can hear that one. There is no. Can you adjust this thing here? There is no sound. What? There is a sound. Your voice is very. Okay. Okay. It's still the same. Okay, I can hear you. No problem. Sometimes we want to improve in something. Okay. Yeah. We lose enthusiasm. Okay. There are many ways how you can maintain your enthusiasm or increase your enthusiasm or be enthusiastic. First thing I can think of is Prabhupada says you always think of how to be engaged in Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan movement. If your mind is always thinking like this, what can I do? Make a plan how to serve Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Another one is that you try to find a devotee who is very, very enthusiastic. You plug into that devotee, ask question, serve that devotee, then you'll get infected. It's not disease, but you'll get like the same kind of mood as that devotee. Or if you're far, where do you live? Shimla? Okay, always tune into Vrindavan.tv. Okay? In the internet. Or Mayapur.tv. But we have better. Vrindavan.tv. Hear the classes of Srila Prabhupada. Okay? Hear the kirtan of Srila Prabhupada. You can feel the love Prabhupada has for Krishna. Go to Mayapur or Vrindavan in festival times. There's so many ways. So many ways. But don't forget to chant. Okay? Chant and read. Not just chanting. Chanting and reading also is two parallel. You have to do so that you'll get that mood of enthusiasm. Always carry books with you, and whomever you meet, give them a book. Okay? You'll be enthusiastic. If you can distribute just one book or tell others about Krishna, even just once, in the whole day, your whole day is like super enthusiastic. Okay. Any other questions there or comments? Karabajanji? He's like the king of questions. Okay. Okay.
Just like our mind.
Your mind, my mind.
My mind, just like in the beginning,
Okay.
we are not trained. The mind is running around there. And
This is our mind, not just your mind. Our mind, yes.
So mind is running around there, always giving disturbance and this one. But once we are stable, that we have to come for our money programs.
Once it is stable,
Once the mind is stable,
yeah.
that we have the programming. We have programmed our mind.
Yes.
That we have to come for our money program.
Yeah.
This one. So this automatically the mind goes in the same manner every day. It doesn't change. It always remains that yes, I have to get up early in the morning, take bath, come for a program. So this mind is completely trained.
Yes.
But like sometimes after maybe 30 years, 40 years, so I see that my mind is regularly doing everything, whatever is going on. But sometimes I try to change the mind.
You try to change the mind.
Yeah. So every day we are praying, so today I will not go, I will take rest.
Yes. My mind saying that also every day while chanting. Oh, no, you stop, you just go rest.
But mind tell you, Baba, you have your program set me, so I will take you there. But I say, no, today I will go rest. If I don't attend
Okay, so
Prabhupada
what to do?
and then just if I don't go to Prabhupada Aarti, will do
Okay. Go to the point now. We all know that.
So this is the how the mind we have trained our mind, but still sometimes we change our mind due to our maybe not proper association or not proper thinking about Lord or not chanting properly.
Okay.
So this is disturbance always given to us. But
Yes.
Still we are stubborn with the mind that I want to do my things regularly.
Yes.
I want to listen to class, I want to go to the
Yes.
But sometimes some devotees they don't care, whether I go or no, nobody is going to be run after me, why you not doing this one? Or even if I change my dress, nobody is going to ask me how you are changing your dress, what are you doing?
Okay.
So these things are always there.
Mm-mm.
Thank you.
It is always there, yes. But the way how to defeat the mind, the way how to defeat the mind? Don't listen to your mind. That's how you're going to defeat it. That's all. Ignore. You cannot win the mind if you fight with the mind. The mind will be on top of you all the time. But you just ignore. Okay, the mind tells you this. Keep chanting. You don't want to go to the Bhagavatam class? You go. You don't listen. The mind says, don't go, just sleep. The mind is always tricking us, and it will always trick us as long as we have this body. The only way how we can defeat the mind is don't listen to the mind and beat it up. You beat with Krishna's instructions, with the association of devotees. If you're in the association, as I said the other day in the class, if there's a kirtan there, you go and plug into the kirtan. You go there. You go in the corner, it'll be just you and your mind. you'll be beaten up to the pulp. Last thing you will find yourself is just away from the association of devotees. That's why some devotees they live, because they listen to the mind. You don't listen to the mind. If we listen to the mind, we will not be here, sitting here. I'm telling you. We'll be out there working, 9 to 5 job, or maybe night shift. We'll be like that if we listen to the mind. Ignore the mind. The best way, Prabhupada says, the best way how to control the mind: Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And even if the minds keep bothering you, keep chanting. Keep chanting, keep chanting. As soon as you think you're getting into Maya, you start chanting.
Just like my visitors, they come, they have that enthusiasm that we want to go attend morning program, whether they are not devotees also, but they like to come and attend the arti. They put their mind, I should wake up and just go and attend the arti. So this kind of enthusiasm they have, but further the chanting and other things they are not interested.
Yes. What to do? You have to fly your own kite, Prabhupada says. It's like, in the school, to be a pilot, they teach you not immediately on the air. Where do they teach you? They teach you on the ground. So as I mentioned earlier, everything is there, all the facilities that we have. But we don't embrace it. We don't take it seriously. Krishna consciousness means serious business. There's no taking it easy here. I've seen devotees who are very, very advanced. They don't take it easy. They work 26 hours in a day. You don't see them sleeping. And sleep is our worst enemy also. Because you know why? The mind. And the mind is like, saying, oh, I'm tired. When you're tired, that means the mind is tired. That means, that's it. You're defeated. Another name of Arjuna is what? Huh? Gudakes, conqueror of sleep. We should be like that. Only just like that's why Prabhupada says when devotee sleeps, he's not sleeping; he's taking rest. Anywhere in the world, you don't find this kind of word. Oh, where is that Prabhu who is taking rest? He's sleeping. For a materialist, he's sleeping. So we have to conquer sleep. Conquering sleep means conquering the mind. Always be engaged. Okay, we stop here.
One more thing.
Whoa.
The mind doesn't say that you have to take prasad. He is ready for all this for prasad.
The stomach is the one who's telling you, you're hungry. The stomach says, it's time for prasad. That we have to control. Eating, sleeping, mating and defending. We have to control all of this. Eating and sleeping. And Prabhupada controlled all of this. You have a point there?
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Haribo.
You were discussing regarding attending the Mangal Aarti regularly.
Yes.
With the mercy of the Lord and Prabhupada, we are attending regularly.
Okay.
On the occasion of Dwadasi,
Yeah.
my neighbors, they collectively decided to go to Mathura for the Jagannath
Okay.
at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
I told them this is possible only after this Mangal Aarti. So they did not agree, and I also did not agree.
Okay.
I attended the Mangal Aarti. So I want to ask my decision was right or wrong.
Oh, your decision?
My decision not to attend this Jamuna, nothing actually. I attended the Mangala Arati.
Seeing the deities, Mangalartik time is much more purifying than anything that you can do. However, my critique is that Mangalartik, I've seen so many devotees doing parikrama. That is, I'm sorry to say, you can do that other times. If you see the deities at the time, Mangalartik, okay, most auspicious, and Artik time is 1,000 times more beneficial, more purifying, and you're losing that chance. You go in parikrama. What do you gain in? Oh, Prabhu, I have to finish my rounds. Maharaj, I have to do my rounds. No, you have time for other things to do. You just look at this. Just think about this. Some very important guests come to your place and you don't entertain that person. The Lord is giving His darshan and you are doing something else. You're already there. And so many devotees going in parikrama during Mangalartik. What benefit you get? Not compared to if you are present right there. No, Maharaj, I have to finish my rounds. Your rounds is not as important as having the darshan of the Lord. If you have darshan of the Lord, you've done all of those parikramas. Anywhere in the universe. In Radha Govinda Mandir, people are like so much. When the darshan is there, they're there.
After taking the darshan actually.
No, when the artik is still going on, you should be there. What do you mean darshan is over? The darshan is over when they close the doors. Right? We're so foolish. That's the time that we want to do you want to do your own thing, and the Lord is still giving darshan to you, and you want to do something else. Where did you learn this? Where did you see this in the Shastra? The Lord is there, and you're doing something else. I'm sorry. Even if you have to squeeze, I will squeeze. I just want to see the Lord. I'll be like, pulling and pushing, and you be there. Its darshan is there. You do your parikrama when the doors are closed. Or, before Mangalartik. Or after Mangalartik. I've seen devotees, Tulsi Puja, they just walk out. They start chanting their rounds. No, it's Tulsi Puja. You're worshipping pure devotee. Where did you learn these things? I'm not talking about you. But many. I don't want to say this in the Mangalartik but I can say this in the class. I don't want to say this in I don't want to oh, Maharaj is chastising us in Mangalartik time. We don't want to hear this, But definitely it's wrong to do it. I'm so sorry. If you're doing it, I don't want, like their shoes, they putting their shoes in front of the big paintings. You offer flowers in the paintings, not your shoes. I mentioned it one time. I don't want to repeat it again. Isn't it? In the big painting, in front of Prabhupada, will you put your shoes? It's like, it's a disrespect. Right? Okay. Sorry. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ke. Itai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bo.